Hi YouTube. In this video I will talk about the cryptocurrencies I'm currently bullish on. But first I want to say I'm not really a holder anymore. I used to be like an investor kind of guy, but now I'm trading more and I find it much more profitable. And also like trading is safer. You take less risk, because why should you hold the bags in a bear market? I try to make money in all types of markets. It doesn't matter if markets go up or down. You have to make money. That's the difference between trading and investing. All investors are basically perma bullish, which means they are bullish all the time. They only go long. I don't know any investor who goes short. Shorting is for traders, but you don't short all the time, because timing is key with investing and trading. But anyway, like cryptocurrencies I'm long-term bullish on are I like Monero, because there is need for an anonymous cryptocurrency, and Monero is like the favorite one on the darknet, because like Dash has good marketing and Monero has good technical value. That's why I like Monero. Me personally, I'm a long-term investor in it. I bought my first Monero at around $5. Ethereum is something I'm bullish on. That's kind of no-brainer, I think. Everyone will understand why I'm bullish on Ethereum. But those are a safe place if you're looking for small altcoins that can win potentially. I would be bullish on, I'm bullish on Bounty, which is an utility token that you can use on the platform Bounty 0x. And Bounty 0x is a bounty hunting platform. If you're not familiar with it, bounty hunting means you can earn a certain amount of tokens in an ICO. ICOs do this because they haven't raised any money yet. So they give away a part of the token for people that do tasks, like for example marketing tasks. And Bounty 0x, the platform, got hit really hard because interest in ICOs really got down the drain. But I think it will, the bull market will come back eventually, and Bounty is the coin Bounty is something that will benefit, because it's like leverage business. Because ICOs drop very hard in bear markets, they go up very much in bull markets, but also the interest in ICOs, and that's something that's crucial for a platform like Bounty 0x. The demand will certainly go up a lot, because people right now don't show a lot of interest in cryptocurrencies in general. And when you stake it's basically Bounty is an utility token, which means if you stake a certain amount of tokens, you get a discount on their platform. So that means there is some demand for the people that use the platform. Everyone wants a discount. At least I would want a discount. Syndicator is another cryptocurrency that I'm bullish on, a small altcoin. If I haven't looked up the ranking on market cap for a while, but I think they dropped out of top 100, but I'm not very sure. Syndicator is a platform where you can make predictions on what certain cryptocurrencies or stocks will do they ask you a question, then you have to answer with like binary yes or no, but most of the time it's like 100% to 0% how sure you are that the event will happen. So 0% means it won't, 100% it certainly will, and like 50% no idea, and everything between, like you understand. And then let me think, other cryptocurrencies I'm bullish on. Steem is always a good one according to me, because they really understood that you have to leverage the community. Steem is they focus, it's a blockchain. Steem is just a blockchain, but they focus on the social aspect, because Steemit is a social media website that works with Steem, and they have one of the biggest crypto communities, and you can build dApps on Steem. Soon they will also launch something called smart media tokens, but that can take a lot of time because they delayed the whole project. But there are a lot of people, there are a lot of projects that have dApp on Steem. I use them personally, and like I just like what they're doing right now, but not everything is perfect. There has been some mismanagement with their funds, especially because they wrongfully thought the bear market wouldn't hit us that hard, so they had to lay off recently 70% of all employees in Steemit, the company, because they ran out of funds. But still, I'm very bullish. Well, not like depends how you would call very bullish. Like, I'm not really an investor, like I said before. I prefer trading all the time, so I'm not going to say you have to backhold any of the coins I tell you to backhold, but I honestly think on long term they are very interesting. Another one is Numerai, which is not very, I haven't heard like much about it. It's kind of flying under the radar, which is a hedge fund kind of thing with its own blockchain. Basically what they do is they let you outsource it's kind of difficult to explain really, but it's a hedge fund that works with artificial intelligence, so everyone can build their own algorithm, and what they want to do is they want to outsource all that to the community. So it's basically a outsourced hedge fund, but it works only with algorithmic trading. So you, like, for instance, you can't just make a prediction about an altcoin like Syndicator does. It's really for data scientists. That was the word I was looking for, which I find a very interesting project. Let me think. Other than that, I like 0x because they will be like the building stone of the next decentralized exchanges. You should check it out. I like Neem or EOS like as alternatives for Ethereum, but I think Steem is kind of undervalued because you can also build dApps on Steem, which a lot of people don't talk about. And the biggest advantage of Steem is I like it for gaming actually, because I once tried to play Ethereum, which is a Pokemon clone on Ethereum, and the biggest problem of like Ethereum is you have to pay a gas fee every time you make a transaction, and it also takes a lot of time. So it's not really a good gaming experience if you have to pay every time you do something in the game. And with Steem or at least Steem, because the blockchain is called Steem, you just pay one time to have enough research credits, and then you can do free transactions. It's like if you stake a certain amount of Steem, which is called Steem power, you have the right to do a certain amount of transactions on the blockchain every day. That's how it works. So when you make just a one-time payment, you don't have to pay every time for gas fees. I think that's a better system, especially for things like gaming. And another big advantage is they can leverage the community to launch games, because like I think it's 4 weeks ago, a month ago, a new game launched on Steemit, but on the Steem blockchain, which is called Drugwars, and it's already one of the most popular dApps right now. But like with Steemit, things can spread as fire. The new dApps of the community likes it, because everyone starts to share it on Steemit, and that's kind of the smart thing about it. I think Ned, the CEO, or the founder, or at least it's one of the founders, I think together with Dan, if I remember it correct, but that's something he figured out good, that you have to leverage a community. I don't like Tron, which works with the same consensus mechanism. I like Steemit more, personally. I think it's just like the most chilled coin released, Tron. Let me think other cryptocurrencies that I'm bullish on. Well, problem is like most are shit coins, really. I wouldn't buy things like Bitcoin Cash or Dogecoin, Baby Cash, all those fucking shit coins. Even things like I mean, Dogecoin was made as a joke, so. But even things that even serious projects are often don't have like much value, because in essence you have to give you need a competitive advantage in the market. For example, you have to have a patent so competitors can't take away your market share, or you have to have a network effect, like for instance eBay or Facebook have that. Why is everyone on Facebook? Because everyone is on Facebook. So, and like, why is everyone on eBay? Because you can sell it quickest, because everyone is on eBay. Or all the things like a good brand name is also competitive advantage, or a distribution effect, a distribution advantage, things like that. And you don't want to pay too much when you invest, but that's kind of the hard thing with cryptocurrencies. On the stock market, there is a certain way you can value stocks, and that's been working. Like, it has been back tested for long periods of time, much decennia. So people look at certain indicators, PE ratios or PG ratios, all those type of things. For instance, on average you pay 50 price earnings for a stock, which means you pay 15 times what a stock makes a year for the stock you buy. That's just the average you pay. But with cryptocurrencies, there's not really a good way to value them, and that's what I always find difficult, and why I don't like, or why I find that FA doesn't work that well with cryptocurrencies, because it's just speculation. So you have to speculate, and with technical analysis you can much better predict sentiment, while fundamental analysis works more to just predict what the real value is of something. But since cryptocurrency markets are so emotional, you have to trade the sentiment. At least I think that's the most profitable method. I also don't like Dash, by the way. It's easier for me to say which cryptocurrencies I don't like than which cryptocurrencies I like, because I think, like, in the end, within 10 years maybe 90% of all cryptocurrencies won't exist, or at least they won't exist like they exist now. Maybe they will hard fork and some will still exist, but survival rate of something like cryptocurrencies is very low. That's why I like trading more. Everything comes and goes. The key is be the right man at the right time, at the right place, and also remember to take profits. Because people always, it's a funny thing, like I always see analysis, but buy this cryptocurrency here, buy this cryptocurrency, blah blah blah. Oh, it always goes about buying, but selling is at least the same. It's as much important, really, because you have to do both. You can't earn anything if you never sell. Also because they don't pay a dividend, so you earn money when you make a profitable transaction. Maybe if you would earn a dividend, you could say, okay, I'm holding it for many years. That's about what I wanted to talk about in this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.